That's it. Like, you've got one job. Understand that everything that you yourself, your consciousness, is God looking out at itself. So I am perfection looking out at perfection. That's all it requires for the perfection to manifest and to start to reflect it back to you, because once again, you set it in motion.
And each time you come to listen to this podcast, it will be different. We'll have some interesting discussions about a vast variety of topics. But at the end of the day, this podcast is about bettering ourselves from within ourselves. It's about personal accountability. It's about thoughts. It's about training your thoughts to dictate your reality. It's about realizing the power of your own thinking, understanding your personal power and activating it.
The same way that I could say, I'm a horrible human. I am a horrible person. I'm bad. Because there are people that believe that about themselves, and they have those experiences, which constantly feed it back. But they could jump off that train at any time if they would just say, I don't want to play this game anymore. But they have every right to play it. That's why judge not by appearances. Leave them alone. If that's the game that they're playing, you don't know what path they're on. You're supposed to worry about you and your consciousness and how you see the world.
Yeah. You can't go taking the speck out of everybody else's eye when you got this big
when you have a big moat in yours.
Yeah, legitimately. I hear that. For me, I'm going to listen to this on repeat with regard to the part about, you're perfect, there's nothing to fix.
But why do you feel like you have to keep on reiterating that? Because you don't really believe it.
I think that I have to say it because of it won't take me long. And I do think that it's a little bit of like a neuroplasticity sort of a thing, because of the false narratives that were told about me, told to me about me as a child, and maybe internalizing, you're stupid, you're not smart enough, you always, you can't get it right and your brother does, or things like that, where it's you've almost started to internalize these messages where you say to me geez, you're not broken, and I'm like, you know what, you're right.
But I am broken.
They always said that I was.
But you're still the divine being, no matter what you consider yourself to be, or how broken you think you are, or how broken you've considered others and that they've added their brokenness onto you. It's just as easy as letting that story go. Yeah. And letting it go means, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It doesn't mean that you're not valid. It means that in this now moment, you can choose to let it go. And you can choose to say, I am my Father are one. I am one with the divine principle of love, and I'm divinely protected, and only good can come to me, because you didn't know that when you were 3 years old, So, but you can choose it now, which will change your whole consciousness, because once you start living from that, I could have a pity party. Girl, if you wanted to go tit for tat, we would be in here crying for 3 hours. And then what you said, okay, I got one for you. And then such, and you'd be like, what? That happened to you, girl? Yes. No, but I know that when I revisit those situations in my head, I know how it makes me feel. And so I just choose. It's not like I'm just being negligent, I just don't want to look at it. No, I've looked at it plenty of times. And even me revisiting and looking at it, it doesn't change the other person. Me thinking that this person was a horrible human doesn't make them better. Me thinking they are God made visible will draw that out of them. So then you may end up getting an apology 12 years later or something, because you're holding the frequency of divine light. Let this light of mine shine. I am divine light, you are divine light. Whether they know it or not, once you know it, you are held responsible. You know better. So that's why it comes back to you quick. When you do something today and then come back tomorrow, you're like, oh.
Don't say it. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud with feeling.
Don't say it out loud. Then at this point, is don't even mumble it under your breath.
You know what I mean?
It's like, what? What'd you say?
Do you want it?
Okay.
Do you really want it though?
Give her what she wants. She
You
asked
know?
for
Like,
some drama. Give it to her.
Don't start calling people names unless you want them to be
unless
that name.
you want it to be it.
Then we'll just say it'll be that.
Yeah, but you're not broken. You are the I am presence, and holding that frequency is all that you need to do. Jesus said, "Call not me good, for one is good. The Father is good, not the 3D physical form. I of myself can do nothing. It's the life force that is growing my nails, beating my heart, that is living itself as me. Focus on that."
I think that when we send out goodwill, even to people who are our enemies, or people that we think have done us wrong, it relieves us. It gives us a feeling of freedom.